students and viewers, greetings. I am Professor Archana Kaushik from the Department of Social Work, University of Delhi. I welcome you all to the course titled Professional Social Work and its Values, which is part of first semester of Bachelor of Social Work online program initiated by Indira Gandhi National Open University, New Delhi. In this module, we are going to discuss about two important concepts, social justice and social policy. After completing this module, the students would be able to understand the meaning and definitions of the concepts of social justice and social policy, gain knowledge about the characteristic features of the two terms, examine the scope and significance of social justice and social policy in human life, and find out the role of these aspects in teaching and practice of social work. Let us understand the meaning and concept of social justice first. Plato, a noted thinker of the ancient world, has said, "Justice simply means giving everyone his due." It is indeed difficult to define justice with precision. Diaz in 1985 has rightly said, "The term justice is too vast to be encompassed by one mind." Krishnamurti in 1982 also shares similar views. In spite of best efforts, it has not been possible to clearly define justice. Though every society throughout human history has had some arrangement for administering justice, but its nature and form, as also the methods and manners of administration, have been varied, depending upon the values and norms that have prevailed in a particular society at a particular point of time. Aristotle defines justice as virtue of the soul distributing that which each person deserves, in the name of certain moral rules essential for promoting people's well-being. Justice towards people in society has been equated with holiness towards God. It is truth in practice. Thus, justice is comprised of all virtues which ensure conformity with the morally prescribed code of conduct. Justice, in the ultimate analysis, stands for doing away with injustice. The term justice is used today in two senses, abstract sense and concrete sense. In the abstract sense, it refers to the code of conduct, legal as well as moral, which promotes people's welfare. In its concrete sense, it denotes the faithful implementation of existing laws. Traditionally, justice means the virtue by which we give to every man what is due to him or her, as opposed to injury or wrong. Today, it means the protection of rights which people are entitled to enjoy. Justice is the hallmark of any civilized society. Justice has to be done at all cost. Justice is of immense social significance. It gives rise to a sense of duty and concern for others. It creates and sustains trust and confidence among people. It preserves law and order. It fosters understanding and thereby promotes harmony and integration. It strengthens unity and solidarity. It generates an atmosphere of peace and tranquility. It underscores the principle of live and let others live or peaceful coexistence. It accelerates socio-economic development and ultimately optimizes the personal and social functioning. Social justice refers to overall fairness of the society as a collective force in its division of reward and burdens among the members of the society. It is a condition of being just and fair to all human beings in the society. It includes impartial and honest distribution of material goods, equal scope for physical, mental, social and spiritual development. The main purpose of social justice is to improve the conditions to avoid and remove social imbalances. It has two goals: rectification of injustice and removal of imbalance in social, cultural, economic and educational life of human beings. Social justice upholds the principle that all humans are entitled to fulfill the basic needs regardless of superficial differences such as economic disparity, disparity based on class, caste, gender, religion, citizenship, disability, etc. It involves in the eradication of poverty and illiteracy, suppression of discrimination, corruption and other criminal activities, development of sound social policies, provision of equal opportunities so as to bring about healthy personal and social development. The system of justice, broadly speaking, are characterized by two types of approaches: protective and promotive. Protective approach safeguards people against abuse and exploitation, and promotive approach creates such conditions in society as may simultaneously ensure equality, freedom, fraternity and provide special opportunities to those who for some reasons have lagged behind and are out of the mainstream. Social justice as a part of overall framework of justice implies within its ambit the idea of just distribution and not equal distribution of benefits for the purpose of creating a just society. Miller in 1967 has rightly observed, the concept of social justice is best understood as forming one part of the broader concept of justice in general. As a special form of justice, it means what is socially just, and what is socially just keeps on changing with time and space. Social justice is a dynamic term which provides substance to the rule of law in a democratic society. It helps in the establishment of a just social order by removing varied kinds of inequalities with the help of law and ensures freedom for optimum personality development of the individual. It has a tilt in favor of removal of structural and systemic inequalities because of basic idea underlying social justice is equalization by providing special opportunities to weaker and vulnerable sections of society who either because of being subjected to social suppression and oppression or because of being the victims of varied kinds of disabilities and handicaps are prone to be misused or even abused and exploited. Left to themselves, they will not be able to be the part of the mainstream society. The expression of social justice in its narrow sense means rectification of injustice in personal relations of people, and broadly it refers to removal of imbalances in political, economic and social life of the people. According to Justice Krishna Iyer in 1980, social justice is a generous concept which assures to every member of society a fair deal. Any remedial injury, injustice or inequality or disability suffered by a member for which he is not directly responsible falls within liberal connotations of social justice. Justice Krishna Iyer is absolutely correct when he says social justice is no narrow legalistic nostrum, but in its spacious sweep confronts and conquers arrogant inequality and entrenched privilege, restores repressed and oppressed men in their wholeness, and through plural strategies tinged with spiritual touches offers the only healing hope for ailing humanity. Developing countries like India, characterized by fairly widespread and serious problems of unemployment, poverty, illiteracy, ill health and insanitation, stand committed to promote welfare of people. For example, the Constitution of India in Article 38 says, "The state shall strive to promote the welfare of people by securing and protecting as effectively as it may be a social order in which justice, social, economic and political shall inform the institutions of the national life." It implies that minimum need of people necessary for their empowerment or capacity building will have to be satisfied and opportunities for fullest development of everyone be given. Special opportunities to be provided to people belonging to underprivileged sections of society as their condition is not because of any fault of theirs, but due to non-egalitarian and unjust social system. Specific objectives of social justice are to ensure the rule of law prevailing in society, to guarantee equality of opportunity, to provide special opportunities to weaker sections and vulnerable sections, to ensure equality of outcome, to prevent abuse and exploitation of weaker and vulnerable sections, and to preserve the religion and culture of minorities and to provide freedom to pursue and propagate them without endangering public order and peace. Let us now understand the term social policy. Policy, broadly speaking, refers to a framework within which a stated course of action is adapted to attain certain objectives. The term social policy is quite often used loosely and unprecisely. Eden in 1969 said that social policy is taken as including those courses of action adopted by the government which relate to the social aspects of life, action which is deliberately designed and taken to improve the welfare of its citizens. In the words of Kulkarni in 1987, the key word policy implies adoption of a sagacious course of action in order to achieve the desired objectives. What is pragmatic is called policy, and what is based on principles is referred to as doctrinaire. Yet at another place, Kulkarni writes that the term social policy has been used to denote three specific areas or aspects, namely the social objectives of state policy, including those of economic growth, the policy with regard to the promotion of social services as an integral part of a developing country, and third, the policy governing promotion of social welfare services as a part of development plans. Certain more definitions of social policy may be looked into for greater clarity of the concept. Professor Titmuss in 1950 says, social policy represents a summation of acts of government deliberately designed to improve the welfare of people. According to Social Work Dictionary, social policy is the activities and principles of a society that guide the way it intervenes in and regulates relationship between individuals, groups, communities and social institutions. David Gill says, social policies are principles or course of action designed to influence the overall quality of life in a society, the circumstances of living of individuals and groups in that society, and the nature of intra-societal relationships among individuals, groups and society as a whole. Thus, social policy means a framework or stated course of action by which the state, as a protector and promoter of the interests of society as also of human rights of people, wants to conduct its affairs so that the goals of welfare of all may be promoted by organizing a series of services in diverse fields of nutrition, water supply, education, health, housing, employment, recreation, etc. The salient features of social policy are as follows. First, social policy is the policy of state responsible for conducting the affairs of society. Second, it states the framework within which the course of action by adopting which affairs of society are to be conducted. It relates to people in general and concerns itself with provision of social services within their nature are direct and general. Fourth, it aims at promoting human and social development. There is a finer distinction between social policy and social welfare policy. While social policy concerns itself with the provision of social services affecting the life and living of people in general, social welfare policy relates itself to organization of specifically designed social welfare services for weaker and vulnerable sections of society to enable them to come at par with other sections. This is highlighted by Professor Titmuss as he claims the fulfillment of social welfare needs of a society as an objective of social policy. He sets out three clear objectives of social policy. Social policy is directed to provide welfare for citizens. Policy includes economic as well as non-economic objectives, for example, minimum wages, minimum standards of income, maintenance and so on. And third, social policy involve some measures of progressive redistribution in command over resources from rich to poor. The basic source of social policy is the constitution of any country, under which specific laws promoting proper human and social development are enacted. Social policy in India has been specifically delineated in Part 4 of the Constitution entitled as Directive Principles of State Policy. There are specific articles like 38 and 46 which provide for promotion of people's welfare within the overall framework of social justice. It is noteworthy here that there has been a drastic change in social as well as social policy of the Government of India after 1991, the year in which the policy of liberalization, privatization and globalization has been adopted as a part of structural adjustment programs. Thus, social policy is a selected course of action adopted by the government or any responsible body for the welfare and development of its people. It portrays the guidelines for undertaking activities in specific fields. Numerous national policies have been formulated, adopted and revised in India in different arenas by respective governments at different points of time to achieve the goal of social development. Some of the examples of the policies are Industrial Policy of 1948 aiming at the industrial growth of the nation, New Industrial Policy 1991 with the goal towards bringing large amount of economic reforms through liberalization, globalization, etc. National Education Policy 2020 outlines the vision of India's new education system. National Policy for Agriculture seeking to strengthen rural infrastructure to support fast agricultural growth, accelerating agro-based business, fostering agricultural employment, etc. National employment policy to achieve remunerative and decent employment for people in the workforce. Skill development is another goal of this policy. National Policy for Persons with Disability 2005 for the welfare, rehabilitation and empowerment of people with disabilities. The National Policy for Older Persons 1999 for ensuring health, support and well-being of elderly people. National Health Policy 2002 aimed at developing adequate infrastructure and other basic services for health improvement. National Food Policy seeks to ensure food security to the poor in the country. To conclude, as per the United Nations, social justice may be broadly understood as the fair and compassionate distribution of the fruits of economic growth. Social justice in the view that everyone deserves equal economic, political and social rights and opportunities. Social workers aim to open the doors to access and opportunity to everyone, particularly those in greatest need. This is by National Association of Social Workers. And social policy is a plan or action of government or institutional agencies which aim to improve or reform society. Social policy should be seen as an activity that guarantees the security of those affected by the risk of labor, family and life. In broader sense, social policy regulates a very broad range of social relationships that relate to employment, income, education and others. The main goal of social policies is to ensure that everyone in society lives in peace and harmony away from conflicts. With social policies, it is aimed to ensure social justice, social development, social balance, social integration and social peace. Thank you very much.